Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Hedgehog Ninja 94, and before we get started, yes, this is what I really sound like. Yeah, just thought I'd throw it out there. Okay, but in all seriousness now, let's get back to the subject of the video. Like it obviously says in the title, what do you think the next Sonic game should be? And before anybody says anything, yes, I am aware about Sonic Boom coming out this fall. What I'm talking about is the next Sonic Team developed game. As I'm sure many of you are aware, this past November we got Sonic Lost World for Wii U and 3DS. I think it was a pretty good game. I mean, it had a real Super Mario Galaxy look and feel to it, which is kind of a given since part of the Nintendo team that was behind Super Mario Galaxy helped Sonic Team with it. And it did manage to get dark in some places, even with the bright cartoony art style. With that said, what do you guys think the next Sonic game will be? Personally, for me, I think it should be... wait for it... Sonic Adventure 3. I can remember back to the beginning of 2013 wondering what the next Sonic game of the year would be. I kept hearing all these rumors that it was going to be Sonic Adventure 3, and for a long time I really thought that was the case. It wasn't until late July, I think, that it was announced that it would be Sonic Lost World. I do have to admit I was a little bit disappointed at first, but then this idea came to me. Maybe Sega and Sonic Team are doing this so that they can get experience with the new console hardware and software. I think this is a pretty good decision, because I'm sure we all remember what happened last time Sonic Team went into a new console generation without any prior experience. Okay, I was just joking on that last part. That game wasn't that bad. Well, either that or I got really lucky and got a good copy. Who knows? Anyway, back on topic. Now I'm going to start talking about what can make a good Sonic Adventure 3. First is playable characters. For the past several games, Sonic has been the only one you can play as, and at least to me, it's kind of gotten a little stale. Have some other characters in it. You know, throw some variety. Have Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, maybe Silver even. Second is gameplay. The safest bet would be to bring back the gameplay styles from the first two Sonic Adventures. That's a style that most people liked. That's all there is to say. Moving on. Next up is sound and music. I think we can all agree that the best part of any Sonic game is the music. With that said, Jun Senoue should be the lead composer and the game's sound director. Obviously, this would mean that Crush 40 would do the main theme. I'm okay if they make something new, but I've seen a lot of comments on YouTube saying that it should be Rise Again. And, you know, I have to agree with them. I mean, that's a really good hard rockin' song right there. As for the in-game music itself, it should primarily be a mix of hard rock and orchestra, kind of similar to what Sonic and the Black Knight had. And finally, we come to the most important part, story and setting. Whatever story it could be, I'm not going to try to come up with one because I'm not good enough to do it. I could give some setting though. Like the last couple of games have been lighter and softer. That's okay, but it does get old. I would like the next game to be darker and edgier. I mean, not to the point of going Cerberus Syndrome like Shadow the Hedgehog did, but kind of around the same level of darkness that Sonic Adventure 2 had. And those are my ideas for Sonic Adventure 3. Possibly the next Sonic game. I've also been hearing rumors about another storybook entry involving Shadow going into Greek mythology. Heck, I've even heard some cases that Sega's gonna try to fix Sonic 06 and re-release that. Either one of those I would love to see. So what do you guys think? If you have any ideas or suggestions for what the next Sonic game should be, go ahead and list them down in the comments below. Until next time, this is Hedgehog Ninja 94, signing out.